Right, here we have the GTM Rossa Mark II Q422 JCP, registered in 1991, based on a 1976 Mini originally, but now has the engine and instrument cluster out of a 1986 MG Metro. As you can see, the bodywork's in really good condition. The previous owner had it power polished before I got it. It has faded a wee bit and could do with another polish. I have the correct polish for using on gel coat in the trunk at the moment, which I planned on using. You can see there's a tiny little chip in the gel coat at the top of the windscreen pillar there. I have some touch-up paint of the right colour for that. And likewise there's a scrape just on the back wheel arch there. You can see again that needs touched up. While we're here, have a look at the wheels. The wheels are in very good condition generally. The wheel nuts are quite corroded, and when I took some of them off I discovered that they are actually two different types. There's some that are tapered and some that aren't. These wheels should have tapered nuts on, so the intention was to buy a complete new set of tapered nuts, which can be bought on eBay for about 18 quid for a full set. As you can see, the car's been up on jacks for most of the time I've had it, so I get access underneath it. Around the back here you can see the engine cover and the back of the hard top. The lights that are currently on it are from a Mark I Peugeot 205. I've got some lights off the Mark II Peugeot 205 which I intended fitting. I think they look much nicer. Again, you can see in the wheel there, the rusty wheel nuts. The fit of the hardtop's not bad. It's a wee bit misaligned, but not too bad. One thing that is very noticeable is there's no grip rails on the Rossa as standard, so rain does tend to get in just here. So I have got some stick-on rubber drip rail that goes around like that, which is designed for use on a caravan. So again, that was going to go on. Pause there. Right here you can see where most of the work's been going on. A lot of rewiring to do in here because it was in a terrible state. There were a lot of bodges on it, and also it had been a Mark I Rossa wiring loom that had been adapted to use on the Mark II. This was the first Mark II built. It looks a lot worse at the moment than it is. It has all been sorted out and everything is identified, and I've updated an MG Metro wiring diagram to show the where it is at the moment. You can see all the looms are there ready. This is the looms for the instrument panel, the looms for the entertainment system and things like the heater. This is the original Metro fuse box here with the connectors that go onto it. They've been redone, and then I've added an auxiliary fuse box and relay panel which has some of the additional functions on it and things like the for the fuel pump, so the fuel pump doesn't run all the time the way it used to when it first fired up. The speakers in for the entertainment system. There's a couple of looms that go back along the trunks to the back of the car. The top one here is the original one. This is one I've added, which has got some additions in, mostly for the rear view camera that is with the entertainment system, and they go back into the engine bay. You can also see the two handbrake cables going through, and this is the new clutch cable which we had to fit, and the throttle cable. Looking around the back here you can see the seat belts. These are in pretty poor condition. I've unbolted them at the front, but I need to unbolt them in the engine bay. I have a complete set of new seat belts, fully EU certified seat belts to go in. The hardtop has been relined because the original lining had fallen down when I got it. There's trim to go over the A-pillars and across the top of the windscreen. That's all been retrimmed, and there's the wiring there you see for the interior light. There's also the GPS unit for the navigation system. The connectors you see going through the holes in the bulkhead there, those are the ones that go for the forward loom. That's the wiring that's still to be done on the car, though it is a complete loom that I've made up, and that's sitting inside at the moment, and shouldn't take long to fit. You can see the pedals there. The clutch pedal at the moment is jammed and won't move. As a result, the pedal itself is actually bent. I have a replacement clutch pedal to go in there. And there's a replacement master cylinder and slave cylinder for the clutch system, along with a master cylinder for the brake system as well. This is under the bonnet, which obviously doesn't have the engine, and the engine's at the back. It has a fuel tank, which is here. The spare wheel also lives in there, but it's been taken out for the moment. The battery down in the bottom corner there. Unfortunately, the way the headlights are designed on this, when you open the bonnet and there's been rain, water runs down and onto the top of the battery. So I'm going to put a plastic, or I was going to put a plastic cover over that. The aerial for the entertainment system, obviously being a fiberglass car, the aerial doesn't actually have to be outside of the car, so the previous owner had put it inside the car. Looking up the top there, you can see the brake cylinder and the clutch master cylinder around here. They're the old metal tin type. The ones I have as replacements are the newer, they sort of have a plastic body on them instead, so you get that rust, and you can see the wiper motor there. You can also see the black connector there. That's the main connector for the front loom. You can see that the looming to the headlights is still in place. That's how it was when I first received it. That's all coming off, and there's a brand new loom to go on there, which is made up much neater than that, even though I say so myself. Quick snap of the windscreen wipers. One of the wiper arms fell off the first time I used it, and because it's the mechanism for holding it on is really rusty. So again, there's a complete set of 2 wiper arms and blades available. The engine bay and the rear boot, as you can see, I've taken the entire boot lid off. It comes off with 4 bolts on these hinges. It's fairly easy to take off. I've actually got some thumb nuts to put on those instead, which make it easier to take it on and off. Likewise, the whole rear section comes off with 4 bolts. You can see that one, and the same 2 on the other side. I've just been using it to store bits and pieces in. This is the liquid compound for polishing gel coat. It's in the boot. You can see the engine. It's a MG Metro 1275cc engine. There was quite a lot of surface rust on it last year when I took the cover off. This year I soaked the whole lot in WD-40, and that seems to have stopped it rusting, though the filter here on the carbs looks a bit rusty, and I'd probably be inclined to change that, or at least take it out and have it properly cleaned. The previous owner added this air filter, and there's a spare air filter with it at the moment. Not a huge lot else to say about the engine. As far as I'm aware, the mileage on the instrument panel is correct for this engine, so it's only done about 28,000 miles. The cooling plumbing is a bit messy. You see around here, and I have bought some hoses to tidy this up a bit as well. One of the hoses down the bottom coming off the water pump, the Jubilee clip on it was rusted and fell off when I poked at it. So I have a bunch of stainless steel Jubilee clips to replace most of this. Down there you can see that's the clutch master cylinder, which either it or the slave cylinder, sorry, that's the slave cylinder. Either it or the master cylinder front is stuck at the moment, so both of those are going to have to come off and be replaced. These 2 panels here, a previous owner, not Phil, the previous one before, has cut out a part of the rear body section here, so you can access. He's stored the header tank in there, and on the other side it's the servo for the brakes, which isn't actually connected. I was a bit concerned about weakening the structure by cutting these out, to be honest, so I had contact with various people in the club, and none of them can see that being a problem at all. The thing is so over-engineered, it's unbelievable. Again, I was hoping to tidy this up a bit, so that actually does hinge with the hinge on the panel there. You can see the back window of the hardtop. The badge for the chassis number and everything there. It is R101 SDL, and I'm told that what the 101 is the first of the Mark II series Rossas. The chassis is dated April 1989, but it wasn't road registered until 1991.